All right, we're back. Game two. Blitzkrieg versus White Wolf. So, Jeff, what does Blitzkrieg have to do differently?
I mean, we saw Fox just be a monster up in the top lane. So, there's really two ways to approach that. You can either focus your attention on the top lane, try to get Stelio ahead early, let him bully that lane, or you can focus your attention bot lane and try to win on the other side of the map. They weren't able to do either one in game one. So for me, also, I would like to see Fat Jackalope stay in his lane a little bit more. Um, he tried to roam a lot, tried to make some plays in game one. I admire the ambition, but nothing really paid off, and he ended up losing his turret for free and getting down a lot of farm.
Yeah, I mean, the roaming, we'll be interested to see if it's just because he was playing Malzahar, if he was trying to roam like that, or if they have some other plan with other champions. Really impressed with how the bot lane worked. Really only started losing ground once the ganks came in.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if Blitzkrieg ends up having a bit more of a aggressive jungle, they could get a little bit more done. Could help with the rotations we're talking about here. I'm noticing Blitzkrieg is not lined up in their appropriate positions, so we'll see if they throw us a curveball with that or if they'll shuffle themselves.
Yeah, Chop Suey early in that game, he had a big advantage on Arcane Soda. He had a 2-level advantage. You noted how he had just been farming like a fiend early on, um, but the consequence of that is that he wasn't really present in any lanes. He wasn't really having any effect on helping his lanes, who were for the most part falling slightly behind. So we'll see if he changes up that playstyle.
Yeah, everyone's saying they're ready, so assuming someone hits go, we'll just have to deal with the fact that SMG Sniper is in the jungle position. That's fine. It'll just give our viewers something to complain about when I don't shuffle the positions properly right away. Alright, let's see how game two goes here. And speaking of our viewers, shout out to all of our Twitch Prime subs. If you have a Twitch Prime sub availability and have not given it to us, please think to do so. Help support the LCUS and GMA Gaming. Also have a new website. Check that out as well. Alright, so similar bans right away. Getting rid of the Malphite, getting rid of the Lucian. Do you think they'll ban Lux and Morgana here?
um, I would be surprised if they throw a ban at Lux. Not that Ashaway wasn't proficient on that champion in game one, but I just think that it's a champion that you can play around. I mean, I think most of these players are pretty confident in their own abilities. So at least from my perspective, if I was on Blitzkrieg, I'd say, well, I'll just dodge the bindings this time. Who knows if it would actually happen? But I think that that's if you're confident in your own play, you kind of go in with that approach.
Hmm. Yeah, and, Lux just had the second most damage in the game. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that was actually very impressive. Catching the final spark across multiple members in all those team fights really boosts up. And there's the Lux ban. Okay, so.
I guess the next question then would be, is SMG Sniper confident with Morgana that they'll first pick her?
That's a good question. Yeah, having first pick can often sort of work as a sixth ban in a way. Also, how much would White Wolf prioritize Morgana? I know that Ashaway's great on it, but do you take it first rotation if there are other power picks available?
Yeah, there is a shout out here from Shaden that they should probably should have banned Urgot, but they grabbed the Morgana instead. Ashaway, of course, is proficient in a lot of support casters.
Yeah, I believe I've seen her play a lot of Lulu, some Nami perhaps.
Yep.
So there are certainly other options on the table.
And we'll see what happens. We're getting the Ezreal pick here instead of the Jhin, unless it's a mid lane Ezreal or something else. Support Ezreal. Yep.
Gosh, it must have been 4 or 5 years ago. There was a time where Jungle Ezreal was a thing for a little while. It was so weird.
That was actually like last year, I think. I mean, I'm sure that
Maybe it came back.
Sona. All right, yeah, Ashway does Sona too.
Yeah, that's another proficient pick for her.
I mean,
yeah, I just remember seeing it originally. Saint Vicious brought it out way back in the day, but maybe it had a recurrence.
With how good Ashway is at landing skill shots, maybe she should pick up Ezreal.
Ezreal Jin lane.
Hmm.
So much poke.
Or have her play ADC. Just nobody ban Ezreal. Just be nice. All right, other side we've got most likely the bot lane of Morgana and Kai'Sa. Gotta Get Lucky was Kai'Sa's definitely a champion. Gotta Get Lucky's heart. Those of you who remember when he was playing top lane, gets very aggressive. So we'll see if he plays Kai'Sa the same way, which I say every time he blocks Kai'Sa. But, it's just what I have written on my card.
And Malzahar again for Fat Jackalope, so going back to that pick. Primidon, I'll bring the LeBlanc, but now switching to the Katarina. And just teasing us, says he'll go back to Lissandra once again.
Alright, so very confident with that Lissandra-Malzahar matchup. Probably decided to pick it because they don't want Lissandra banned against the Malzahar, which might say something about Prime Eden's confidence then. Just keep in mind. See if the Urgot does get banned. It is.
Yeah. White Wolf banned away the Gnar, so they don't want Stelio on that again. We saw some very, very impressive ults in game 1. Yep, there goes the Urgot, so both top laners will be taken out. And for last ban here, White Wolf. I don't know what I would ban in this point.
Let's see. White Wolf.
Don't worry about.
Skarner. Interesting. I mean, I guess the Vi was not that big a threat last game, so probably not too concerned about that. So yeah, I mean, it's possible they know something about Sui here.
Yeah, you would certainly expect that these teams have done some research into their opponents and their respective champion pools. Warwick goes away as well, so there will be no Warwick or Arcane Soda. Looks like it'll be a Jarvan instead.
Yeah, there's the comment that's interesting. They pick Sona over Urgot, but it's possible that Fox is just doesn't really care that much about Urgot. Urgot did well.
Also, I mean, with having last pick White Wolf, that means that they can put Fox on a counter.
Right.
They get to see what he's going up against, and if it's a Nasus, that is something that is, I mean, can be very powerful, but it's also one of those champions that can be countered so hard by a lot of different champions.
All right.
Yeah, that's going to be tough on Stelio early on in this game, I think. Trundle is really going to be able to bully him early on. It's going to be up to him to play safe and just get what stacks he can. Obviously, eventually Nasus, his power is literally infinite. Can stack up that Q forever. But if the game's over by that point, it doesn't matter.
I'm actually not that impressed with White Wolf's lineup this time. I mean, I'm sure they'll do well with it, but there's a lot more durability over there on Blitzkrieg's side.
Yeah, you've got, I mean, Jarvan sort of builds like pseudo tank. I think Trundle usually builds first item damage as well before getting tanky, so Blitzkrieg will have the beef advantage early on. And okay, yeah, sorry, I was just confused because SMG Sniper's in the wrong place.
Right, they're all in the wrong place.
I was looking at it, I was like, no, you guys got to trade, but no, they're fine.
We'll see how quickly I can swap them before Prowler complains about it.
Probably got it typed in already, just waiting to hit enter.
Probably.
Yeah, so on the side of White Wolf, I think that they're going to be really looking for some early aggression with the Jarvan, such an early game power spike for that champion. Trundle as well is very powerful early on. Not that he isn't good later, but when you've got a Nasus and a Kai'Sa on the other team, you don't want to let them scale up.
Yeah, I think that if the game manages to get long, I think that Blitzkrieg definitely has a shot here. But we'll see. I mean, because you got the Morgana with the Black Shield and Malzahar with his own passive shield. So a lot of the disables that White Wolf might be able to bring down may not matter, right? So, a Sona ult could be great, but if only hits one person, it's a kind of a wasted opportunity there. So we'll see how well SMG Sniper is at getting that kind of priority off.
Yeah, we'll see what kinds of ults Arcane Soda is able to get as well. Because if you lock everyone down in that Cataclysm and then you put the Lysandra AoE on top of that, that's just a terrifying way to start a fight.
Yeah, I mean, if Blitzkrieg ends up bunching together, they'll definitely be in a lot of trouble because you've got the Sona, the Jarvan, the Lysandra, Ezreal to a lesser extent. All a lot of group AoE damage.
hmm And Fat Jackalope took Teleport this game. Took Ignite last game, so maybe just trying to make himself more available around the map.
Yeah, maybe that implies a little less aggressive play.
Yeah, some less roaming at least. You can join fights with the Teleport. You don't have to walk all the way down the river.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Amumu could definitely give Blitzkrieg a little bit more gank presence than the Vi seemed to, though the Vi did do a reasonable job compared to the Sejuani. But
Yeah, Chop Suey just, I don't think we really got to see him pull out Assault and Battery in game one until they were already so far behind that it was going to be a one-way trip.
which, of course, is the problem with Vi, like you said, where if your team just doesn't quite work out, then you're killing yourself every time you use your ult.
I wonder how heavily Blitzkrieg will commit to a 1-4 if they, manage to keep this game close. Because I mean, Nasus, that's generally what you want to do with that champion is 1-4. You kill towers so quickly, you get your stacks up, force the other team to make plays across the map. But it'll be up to Stelio to stay relevant until that time, because I'm sure Fox is going to put down a ton of pressure on him early in the game.
Well, going into skin challenge here.
Feels weird not having a brand associated with the skin showdown.
All right, so we got the Coven Lysandra again, Darkstar Jarvan. No skin on the Morgana, I think, just means that White Wolf wins it again.
Yeah.
Though I don't like
also...
Trundle.
Oh, go ahead. I like Trundle. I miss baseball at this point, so I'm happy to see that. Arcade Sona has always been one of my favorites. Yeah, I'll go with White Wolf on this one.
I mean, that Coven Lysandra skin is just so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I don't think I've seen it until game one.
Alright, being a little bit cleaner here. Mid lane, jungle, support. Nothing in the chat. Ha!
Come on, Prowler, where are you at?
Alright. So let's just make sure we are as far into the game as we can be. We are. And we're off.
Game 2.
Probably not going to have aggression this time either. Yep. None of these teams really have abilities that work that well for aggression. I mean, obviously you've got, the Amumu and stuff like that, but unless you're going to go like Amumu into Nasus slow, into Dark Binding, and then you do the Nasus slow, that just really ruins his ramp up time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to take Wither level 1 as Nasus. I mean, you're probably not going to be doing much as Nasus level 1 to begin with, but just means that's another few stacks that you're going to miss out on. I think a lot of Nasus actually start Spirit Fire early on as well because it's so difficult to get CS. It's really your only way of getting CS at range. But we've already seen Stelio starting out with the Siphon Strike.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to do with it. Looks as though it's going to be a double red start here.
Both teams putting down wards in the Pixel Brush on top side of River. Looks like they were both aware that the other put down a ward as well.
Well, we'll have to see how this goes for both of them. Both junglers getting more or less the same start, but we got Soda going for a really quick gank here.
Oh boy, if he goes level 2 gank on this Nasus, that's just going to be so sad.
Come on, Nasus, where's that spider sense?
Oh boy, here he comes. This is absolutely going to burn Flash at least. Oh wait, no, he missed the flag. Oh, come on, Arcane Soda, what you doing? So Stelio gets out, doesn't have to burn the Flash there. I'm very surprised. And a lot of tempo lost for Arcane Soda for going for that gank.
For a second there, I thought he was going to go steal blue. Maybe he'll still try it. Yep, looks like he's at least going to look.
Yep, and you got Chop Suey mirroring on the other side, so knowing Arcane Soda went top side, he knows he's safe to take away the bottom side of the jungle.
Soda, what are you doing? A lot of indecisiveness here. So he's going to be down a buff, possibly more than one.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he didn't decide to go for that blue buff.
I mean, obviously, you know, who knows where a Mumu could be, but on the other hand, you just kind of have to assume at this point and try to go mirror. Because you were at he was at full health besides, so he could have survived a level 1 Amumu. What's a level 1 Amumu going to do to you? Or, you know, level 2 even.
Yeah. Fox actually not really being too aggressive in this top lane. Has a big wave pushing his way, though. I think that this is an intelligent way to play this, because he wants Stelio not to be able to just farm up under his own turret with a big wave.
Bot lane seems very similar to how it was last time, too. Pointy and Asherway both pushing the bot lane of Blitz under that turret.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that they've been that aggressive because they haven't seen Chop Suey yet. They knew Arcane Soda had devoted so much time up top, so it's a little risky to push up that far knowing your own jungler is very far away.
Yeah. That's weird.
But not punished for it.
The scoreboard reset on me. That's odd.
It actually did for me too. I changed it myself, and huh.
Thanks, Riot.
Big brother Riot.
Interesting. I almost maybe I'll check out this game later once it's uploaded onto our YouTube channel and see when that switch happened.
Yeah, Stelio's doing a good job of staying close and farm in this top lane. I really thought he'd be zoned off the wave, pushed around more.
Yep, but better on damage too. Also, I think. Let's see here, 600 to they're about the same health, but obviously Fox is a little more damage on him. We do have the Jarvan rotating here again. No, well, that blue ward might see him.
Yeah, it'll see him, but not until maybe it's too late. Yeah, if Stelio steps too far forward for the CS, Pillar's going to come down. Yep, this is going to be scary. Yeah, this time he has to burn the flash. So, Arcane Soda mission eventually accomplished, but if he had hit that flag and drag on the level 1 gank, force the flash there, then could have been a kill this time around. Other lanes, pretty even. Scoreboard reset again on me, so they really are desperate.
Yeah, they really want. They know what the lane order is.
But now that I've got it set back up again, yeah, we've got pretty even CS in mid and bot lane.
Yeah, I was gonna say, boy, there's 0 CS in the jungle. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, hasn't really been too much going on. Arcane Soda, oh, he is level 4 now. I thought he was down in levels once again.
Does interrupt the recall.
God, that's always so annoying. When you get the wave pushed up, you think you've got a nice recall timing. Fox now stepping forward, getting a little bit damage down onto Stelio, but sort of just a wet noodle fight up there at this point.
We have the Nasus at 84 stacks.
It's pretty solid for this point in the game.
Cloud Drake is the first dragon. Oh, we do have once again Jackalope with the ult. May actually get Prime this time.
Yeah, burning down one more tick.
Oh.
No, doesn't get him. And actually, does Fat Jackalope have teleport on your screen?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he just ignited though.
He must have swapped. He must have the ability to swap. Or there's a graphical error.
If I'm Primidon though, if I also see teleport on my screen and then suddenly the guy pulls out an ignite, that's damage I'm not expecting, that'd be kind of annoying. Turret plate goes down for Fat Jackalope. He did burn his teleport to get back to lane to get that gank off. Here goes Arcane Soda going in onto Fat Jackalope. Primidon is not there yet. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think Arcane Soda can really get that 1v1, but A little bit of damage down.
Yeah, Spellbook, as GMA Gaming says.
Does that not change it on Observer screen, though? If he changes to Ignite, does it say the original one? Seems strange. In any case.
I mean, it was...
Yes.
It was a really good job by Prime Eden to pop that healing potion while ignited. That's the only thing that kept him alive.
Yeah, by the skin of his teeth, too. Now, Stelio Kantos is going to have his flash back up in another 2 minutes, so we'll see if Arcane Soda can get back up there before that cooldown comes back. Should be level 6 soon. He should, yeah, he's got level 6 now, so wouldn't surprise me if he ttries to use that first ultimate on the Nasus with no flash.
Amumu will also be hitting 6 once he's done with this red buff. So, junglers coming online. Bot lane will be following soon. They're all very close to 6.
Chop Suey heading towards the bottom lane. Arcane Soda is nearby, though, and they do see the Amumu, so they could set up a counter gank here if they wanted to. Arcane Soda is just going to try to take the Scuttle Crab for now.
We'll see if he thinks about hanging out. Looks like he is.
Yeah, if I'm White Wolf, I would like them to go for this counter gank, but like Chop Suey saw Arcane Soda go into that bush.
Yeah, so I would think they're going to back off here. Nope, nope, they get the binding. They're going for it.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Zona's pretty squishy, but oh my goodness, just destroyed as SMG Sniper goes in way too early. Gets popped by the damage of Arcane Soda. Now they might be able to turn something around, though. Arcane Soda taking very low. Great crescendo by Ashaway across 2 members. Forces the flash away from Gotta Get Lucky. White Wolf, again, turning around to play in a side lane to take an early lead.
Yeah, definitely should have waited for Chop Suey to get a little further forward before charging in there. Morgana obviously was trying to get the ult to work, but with no sort of survivability on Morgana at this time. The stopwatch wasn't up yet.
Yeah, the stopwatch wasn't available. I wonder if SMG Sniper maybe didn't realize that, tried to pop that.
So we'll see what happens. Gotta Get Lucky taking a lot of chip damage from Pointy as well.
Yep, they're going to get a plate here. One more auto attack? No, they don't, actually.
They did on my screen.
Huh. Man. Observer. Very strange right now. Arcane Soda is coming back up to the top lane. Doesn't have the Cataclysm available this time, though. Fox Eden trying to bait in Stelio, and now they turn around. Here comes the Spirit of the Sands, but I don't think it's going to keep Stelio alive. Nope, not at all.
That ult from Trundle is just so huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Fat Jackalope roaming up, but he's going to get hit by the Flagon Dragon. He could be in a lot of trouble with Premodent following. Arcane Soda taken pretty low, and I think he's going to drop. Yep, there's Chop Suey arriving, and the nick of time. Can they finish Fat Jackalope? They do take him down. Fox with 2 kills in the last couple minutes. Once again, getting very powerful. 3-0 on Fox early on, just like last game.
That's got to be like... Oh, we missed. Gotta Get Lucky almost dying. They need to a little more coordination on Blitzkrieg would be nice to see, because they just kind of trickled in there. I think that Jackalope and Chop Suey both could have mopped that up pretty easily if they had delayed their entrance a little bit.
Yeah, I think Fat Jackalope getting caught before Chop Suey was there really diffused or took that fight off the rails for them.
Getting a 3k gold lead, 3.5 almost here. No dragons taken yet.
Yeah, this is just about where we were last game. 3k gold lead for White Wolf pretty early on. I think it was a couple minutes later that they had accrued that advantage in game 1, so they're even ahead of their own curve.
Yep, gold advantage mostly in the top and jungle.
Yeah, this is gonna get tough for Stelio now.
Nass is getting big though, real big.
Yeah, just actually bullying Fox. Meanwhile, Arcane Soda takes down SMG Sniper, dies with flash up. Gotta Get Lucky goes back in with the Killer Instinct though, and I think Arcane Soda is dead to rights here.
Nope.
Oh no, able to get out with the flag and drag.
Not enough damage on that Kaisa yet.
Yeah, good job by Arcane Soda there. Picks up a free kill and walks away with his life.
So Nass is at 216 stacks currently. That's a hungry dog. I mean, we just saw he basically kills Fox in 5 Qs.
Yeah, probably about. But I do think Fox, with that subjugate, he'd still be able to win a 1v1.
Well, we'll see. I'm sure they're going to butt heads again.
Wasn't quite able to finish the Trinity Force on that last back. I'm sure he would have liked that.
Yeah, looks like Nasus also can't quite get the Iceborne Gauntlets.
Fat Jackalope with another Roam. Ashaway uses the Crescendo to try to keep Pointy Ball alive. Steps forward to the Ignite onto Gotta Get Lucky. Nice play from Ashaway there. Can she get out, though? Stuck by an enemy line.
Nah, that's...
Sona is dead. The right Bandit Toss lands, yes. Chop Suey will secure that kill for Fat Jackalope, but Pointy Ball gets out, and there was a lot of resources allocated by Blitzkrieg for a 1-for-1.
Yeah, that was a good, like, last-second thought there by Ashaway. She kind of paused for a minute and was like, you know what, I'm gonna go place that Ignite.
Yeah, also got Pointy Ball out with the Crescendo. And that mid lane turret is dropping very low. I believe they've gotten 4 plates on both mid lane and bot lane soon, it looks like. So that's a lot of gold, although the plates are going to go away in a minute.
I would like, if they're going to make adjustments to the Observer, and, you know, God willing they will, that they show plate score as well. I think that would really help.
Yeah, I like that's something that we've seen them do in the LCS. Stelio getting dove up top. Has Fury of the Sands available, so he may be able... Nope! No chance, sorry. Prividin tanks up the turret, and White Wolf just picking on this dog at this point.
That's 3 ultimates blown just to get this top turret there.
Yeah.
Probably worth it.
A lot of plates, though.
Yeah, probably worth it to get all these plates in the last 30 seconds.
Oh, will they get one more before buzzer beater? No! But they get the first turret instead, so
yeah,
sure they'll take that prize. It's a 5,000 gold lead now. Chop Suey's going to take down the Cloud Drake in the bottom side of the map, but not exactly a fair trade.
1,400 gold lead top lane for Fox. But Blitz gets its first dragon of the LCUS. Cloud Drake might help them get a little more mobility going around here. There will be a ward to spot them here, but they could still go in. Pointy is really out of position.
Yeah, he missed the True Shot barrage, and great flash from SMG Sniper, keeps himself alive. Pointy just way too aggressive there with that positioning.
All right, good job there. Yeah, the Pointy kind of made that happen for him, but it's good they were able to execute on it.
Yeah, he would have gotten the kill, but missed the True Shot barrage.
Very aggressive
and now
here.
Ashaway getting buffed in the bot lane. Fat Jackalope is taking the turret. He might go down to it, though. He does, but it's an execute. No one touched him. And now you've Gotta Get Lucky way behind enemy lines. Can Arcane Soda track him down?
Run for your run for your life.
Oh, just recall, dude. You're sticking around too long. Oh, are you just going for the execute?
God, I
don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
he's just
he goes for the execute. He could have gotten out, though.
Yeah, I think he could have recalled. If he had done so maybe 5 seconds ago, but...
Yeah, he had no way of knowing where exactly Arcane Soda was, though.
Sure.
There was a
I think Chop Suey saw Arcane Soda in the lane still.
Yeah. There was no, I meant Lysandra. Primedon, I think, was a bit more of an unknown factor. I wasn't actually looking at her. I was looking at trying to see where poor Gotta Get Lucky thought he was going. But
yeah,
you know,
I like the decision from Primedon though to stay mid and get that turret rather than go on a goose chase through the jungle. SMG Sniper and Pointy Ball exchanging some skill shots.
Pointy Ball missing a number of skill shots on Ezreal here. Nope, we do have... Oh, okay. I was going to say Fox is going to get caught there, but Blast Cone saves lives.
MVP Blast Cone. Fox going to just recall. Stelio still keeping up in CS, but the 3 kills on the Trundle are just going to be impossible for him to overcome until he scales up for another 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, 1,300 gold, still the advantage here. Oh, up over 300 stacks, though. 330 now.
Yeah, I'm realizing, probably much later than most people, that the Trundle pick is also especially good against this Nasus because with that ultimate that you talked about earlier, the Subjugate, you can just make him so squishy, whereas usually he gets to just be on the front line and be, you know, a tank dealing out crazy damage with the Qs, but he'll just melt if he gets subjugated.
We do have an Earth Drake coming up here. Arcane Soda is kind of far forward here. Almost ran in Chop Suey.
Yeah, Chop Suey does not want this fight right now, though, because his mid laner is nowhere to be seen.
I feel. What are you? Oh,
Don't do it.
He was thinking of stealing.
Don't do it, buddy.
Has to blow flash. All right, guys, keep that in mind. If Amumu could have used a flash in the next 7 minutes.
He wanted to steal that Scuttle Crab, but I don't think that would have even been worth it had he gotten it.
Oh, Malzahar here. Good suppression.
Yep, gotta get lucky, goes in with the Killer Instinct. Ashway puts down the Crescendo, trying to keep everyone alive, and SMG Sniper puts the binding down, but Ashway able to get under the turret, so White Wolf able to get away. Scoreboard, stop resetting.
Our chat thinks we're pronouncing Prime Eden wrong. I was told it was Prime Eden.
Oh, I was told it was Prim Eden, but I don't know. I'll just call him like.
You can just call him Eden. I mean, that's the factor we all agree on. Alright, so Kanto's in a little bit of trouble here again. Let's get a nice turnaround there. Oh, big play by Chop Suey. Let's see if it works out for him. This could be what turns it around, but Jackalope gets absolutely destroyed by Arcane Soda here. Too much power. Too much power in this top lane. Though I think Kantos will get out.
Yeah, that's just the gold advantage right there. It was a good jump in from Sui, getting a 3-man.
That turret's doing a lot of work though. They're not going to get this turret now.
And now Stelia, we'll see if he yeah, flashes in, gets a 700 gold shutdown onto Fox. That's a
could get more.
He could get more, gets locked down for a moment, but the Wither will be back up.
Hungry Nasus.
There it is. Yep, Primiden is being chased. Or we call him Den? I don't know. The mid laner of White Wolf getting chased down. Should drop with one more Q. That's a huge influx of gold going over to Stelio Kantos.
Wow. Alright, that's some Nasus porn right there. Chop and lock that. 18-30.
Yeah, great job by Stelio to clean something up at the end of that fight. Ends up making it actually a 2 for 2, and he himself got 1,100 gold worth of shutdowns there. So at this point, Blitzkrieg has managed to staunch the bleeding. They were down 5k about 5 minutes ago, and still down 5k.
See if they're going to go for this Earth Drake now. Might just be clearing out the wards. But yeah, I mean, I think that this Nasus is definitely online now. There's no question about that. Down 700 gold now, so got 600 gold back on Fox there.
Yeah, definitely Stelio's in a good place now. White Wolf is really going to have to respect that.
400 stacks on that Q. The thing is, though, this might be getting to Stelio's head a little bit here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Banished Toss goes down. They get so much damage onto Fox. Ingo's got to get lucky, and Arcane Soda is just going to have to sacrifice himself in the backline. But they're going to get 2 more, it looks like. No, Fox will limp away, but they get 2 free kills. Nice shot by Blitzkrieg. Really turning this game around in the last few minutes.
Yeah, there's overconfidence actually on both sides here, which is kind of interesting, actually.
Oh, they land a Dark Binding onto Primiden as well, but there will be no follow-up. They'll turn to that Mountain Drake.
Alright, yeah, this Nasus, if there was ever a question that Nasus is online, last 2 minutes, change your mind. So now we'll see if they're going to dictate go to that split push or not.
Yeah, I would be disappointed if they don't at this point. Stelio is so powerful, and he's just going to melt turrets as soon as he gets to them.
Especially with the help of that Earth Drake, which they managed to pick up. But I mean, White Wolf is still... Oh! White Wolf taking advantage here with Nasus in that bot lane. Teleport is available.
Yeah, they're going to teleport down, but that turret's going to drop before the teleport finishes. Fox actually does show up, but now we'll get to see how this 1v1 goes. Subjugate has come out already, but he's not quite getting the damage down. Yeah, he's going to be run down, I think, by Stelio. That's a big deal. If Fox can't 1v1 Stelio, this game gets so much harder for White Wolf.
White Wolf also barely unable to kill that turret, 79 hit points.
Yeah, they popped the Rift Herald there, trying to finish it, but weren't able to do so. And
all right,
man, does this game change now that Stelio he can win the 1v1, and that makes the split push game so scary.
Makes the game in general feel pretty scary. I mean, they don't really have too much of an answer to Nasus right now, and every moment that goes by, he's going to get more powerful. Gotta give a big shout out to Chop Suey though. 2 big ultimates that really changed the whole tempo of this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though that first one didn't look like it worked out in the top lane, they lost the 2 for 0 initially, but got people low enough that Stelio was able to clean them up at the end. Kind of a misstep by White Wolf in that fight, as you pointed out. They were tanking the turret for a lot longer than they needed to, and I don't think that Stelio has the opportunity to run down that fight and get those kills.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fox would have survived at least another 1 or 2 hits, and that could have helped them slow him down. But everyone was pretty weak. They should have just taken what they had when Stelio was falling back and run. But, you know, we'll see if White Wolf can get some tempo back here. They are still up by 2,000 gold.
Yeah, that gold lead shrunk a lot, though.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago.
Another Earth Dragon. There are other dragons than just Cloud and Earth, right? I'm not sure.
Pointy Ball is going to be very, very annoying for Stelio to deal with, though, with the Iceborne Gauntlet and the Blade of the Rune King about to be finished. I don't think he's ever going to be able to catch the Ezreal.
Well, he doesn't need to. He just needs Jackalope there.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be up to Jackalope or Chop Suey, or even Gotta Get Lucky if he sees an opportunistic Killer Instinct to jump into the backline. That's one of the most frustrating things when you're playing Nasus, though, is that it's so easy to kite back against you.
What do you think about... Oh, I was going to say...
Pointy Ball gets caught. There's Chop Suey. Oh my gosh, what an ultimate. 4 people are locked down. Arcane Soda can't even get the Cataclysm off. Everyone is just melting under the damage. Man, Chop Suey on this Amumu has been great.
Oh, and
Flash Wither onto Ashaway. Stelio just going to run down this poor woman. A triple kill for the Nasus. They turn right to Baron.
Shout out to Gotta Get Lucky for stealing Nasus' Quadra.
Yeah, this Baron is going to melt pretty fast as well. So Blitzkrieg completely turning around this game, and it really started with that play in the top lane by Stelio.
Oh, very close to a steal there.
Yeah, solid attempt by Pointy Ball.
Alright, gold lead is Blitzkrieg's now for the first time. Dragging up at 60 seconds.
It feels like an injustice that Pointy Ball is the one person who survived that fight for White Wolf, since he was the one who got caught out to begin with.
Well, he had
essentially delivered the Amumu to the rest of his team.
Right. Gotta keep your ADC alive, right? That's what they teach you at support school.
So yeah, Blitzkrieg with pretty much their first lead of the series. I don't remember if they maybe had a slight lead early in game 1, but with Stelio being as massive as he is now, 6, 2, and 4. It's actually kind of funny. I'm not sure what runes he's running, but he is over the CDR cap at this point.
Yep. Pointy does manage to get out of there. So, but really, I mean, we're talking a lot about Stelio, but so many good plays by Chop Suey. I think that if he plays a Amumu like this throughout the entire split, Amumu's going to be a targeted ban.
Yeah. Yeah, Stelio has been the one getting the kills, racking up the gold, but it's really all been enabled by Chop Suey.
White Wolf might have been thinking about going for this dragon. They do have Nasus up in the top lane. Teleport is available. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I think they have to do something. They're sending Pointy Ball up to try to clear the wave, but he doesn't have a way to join the fight if something happens across the map, while Stelio does. And Ezreal also has no way to interrupt the teleport. They jump in on the bottom side. Ashaway is going to get taken down. Fox trying to take down the Morgana, but they just can't finish anyone. They do finally get 1 kill at the end of it, but Blitzkrieg, they are just running rampant at this point.
And once again, Pointy Ball is the only one left alive.
Yeah, right there, though. I mean, you saw Stelio able to join that fight. Pointy Ball just fired a true shot barrage from across the map. It's really difficult right now for White Wolf to know how to handle this Nasus, because you know Fox can't 1v1 him. So do you send Primudon up there and maybe just hope that with the slows and the roots that Stelio can't kill her under tower?
Yeah, it's a difficult situation to be in, especially because, I mean, while that was a very ugly fight down bot for White Wolf, that was probably one of the best fights they're going to get for the whole rest of the game. And they unfortunately just weren't able to lock too much down before Stelio managed to teleport and drag his tail up there.
Yeah, without Pointy Ball there, I mean, you could really see in that fight, they just were lacking damage. They weren't able to finish anybody off. Primogen got a pretty good AoE burst down at the end of the fight, but it just wasn't quite enough. So they really need Pointy Ball to be there. I think if Pointy Ball can finish maybe 1 or 2 more items, maybe the fights change again. But at this point, White Wolf has to be very, very careful about how they get caught.
I'd be very interested to see if they're able to make Stelio get a little too big for his britches. I mean, obviously he's big enough already, 621, but if they have some way that they could bait him into like a 4v1, they might still be able to kill him. They've got knock up, stuns, and some decent damage output. I mean, it's an Ezreal.
Yeah, we'll what I would like to see White Wolf do, actually, is if you know Stelio's in a side lane with no teleport, which he is right now, I think you've got to look for opportunities to take fights where he's not present.
Which is what they were trying to do down by that dragon. They just weren't quite in a position to do it. But we're doing that again now, and we're leaving Fox all alone up here against this Nasus.
Fox does have teleport compared to none for Stelio, so if he can join a fight, there's a very deep ward way behind in the bot lane Tribrush. If they wanted to try some sort of teleport flank here and force a fight in the bottom lane, they would lose at least 1 turret for it, certainly.
Yeah, but I think we're also seeing what I was talking about earlier, where White Wolf doesn't really have durability. You know, they have 2 off-tank-ish people.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to 2v1 Stelio now. Subjugate is available. They do put it down, but that is just so much damage onto Arcane Soda. Flash Q for Stelio. Will he finish off this 1v2? Fox is trying to run him down. Got to get lucky. Takes on Pointy Ball in the bottom lane as well, and Stelio wins the 1v2. He'll just sustain back up with that passive. Down goes Primogen in the bottom lane. This may... No, it'll just be an inhibitor. I don't think it'll be the game.
Well, I don't know. It could be. I mean, there's a lot of people dead. There's 30-second death timers, for God's sake.
Yeah, I think it will be the game. Yeah, that... Wow.
Two
Arcane
Earth
Soda
Drakes.
tries to make a play in the top lane, isn't successful, and great job by Blitzkrieg to immediately jump on the fight in the bottom lane.
Yeah, not being able to shut down the Nasus and having someone who doesn't have the durability to sustain against him really hurt them here. But
Yeah,
good job by
absolutely.
Blitzkrieg picking up game 2 here.
Yeah, they survived just long enough for that Nasus to come online, and then it was all one-way traffic.
Alright, so let's try to make what I like to call an educated guess here about who the highest damage will be. I mean, you know, it's a toss-up. Could be anybody.
Oh my god. Stelio almost doubling the damage to anyone else on his team.
Could be anybody, man. could be anybody. All right. So yeah, very very dominating performance. Oh, we have a Twitch Prime sub from Blarney Timo. We'll forgive you for supporting Timo. And we'll change the scoreboard here real quick to show Blitzkrieg's dominating performance. But yeah, beginning end of that story starts with Nasus. And
yeah, I think the game just all turned around in that top lane play, where Stelio got those 2 kills.
And I think we're interviewing Stelio. So let's hop over into the interview room for that. Hey, Stelio.
Hello. How's it going, man?
Not as good as it's going for you. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, brother. That was fun.
Yeah,
Good one. Yeah, no, the first game was definitely rough. They, like, oh, man. They did a really good job of just coordinating together and just having a thick wall. Like, our Vi just could not get by. I could not get by. That was rough. It was cool, though. Well, what's going on?
Just wanted to chat about that. You opened very well talking about that game 1. What adjustments were you guys talking about for that game 2? What made you go with the Nasus?
Honestly, it was I think I was gonna go Darius, but Trevor threw up the Nasus, and I thought, well, because I mean we didn't know who they were playing top lane yet, and so it was kind of a risky pick, but I figured, hey man, if I can just at least, I mean, with the changes on Nest, if I can get every single cannon minion, which I think I did in lane, I'm pretty sure anyway. And you guys, like with the Kaisa pick, we were just kind of going for a late game comp, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess Nasus is now a mid game champ, but well, I mean, if he can get away with it,
Right.
oh, it's so dirty.
Yeah, it definitely was. And then we were doing some theory discussion because we were
Sure.
seeing how good those plays from your guys Amumu was. Is that someone that you guys think you'll be using more often? Is that someone he's comfortable with?
Amumu? Oh yeah, Kyle. Oh, he's the man, dude. He can karma jungle, dude. Honestly, like his Amumu is pretty solid because we were really afraid that we'd run into the same problem that we did the first game, where we've fallen behind, and this just great wall of Sejuani, just like we have nothing to really go up against that. So or something to hold somebody in place for a second, at least on the front line to try and keep Kaisa alive. But yeah, I was like, well, maybe if I could just, I don't know, we'll see if I could farm, because early game on the second one was tough.
Mm-hmm.
Jarvan was giving me some love. It's a little scary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a lot, or at least maybe just me. Maybe I was the one obsessed with this, but I really feel like the game turned around when you got those 2 kills in the top lane.
Oh yeah, when I got the flash Q on Trundle, and we had that skirmish.
Yeah, would you agree that that's when everything started to turn around?
Oh yeah, definitely. Once, because I think that was like a 7, or I don't know, it was a pretty juicy shutdown.
700.
Yep.
Yeah,
it was 700 shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got
honestly when I saw the 700, I don't know. I felt it. I was like, it's time to go. Let's go. But yeah, because I think it's kind of like in the first game. There are a couple instances where we overstay a little bit, or like I'm pretty sure the game was determined when we failed Rift Herald top. Like the armor plating just made it so hard to take that tower quickly. And then in the second game, when I think they stayed a little too long, because I was able to Q a couple times the minions and just kind of heal up, and then killing the Trundle got me a little extra HP too. So that was juicy. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was fun. It was good to go 1-on-1. It was good to go 1-on-1. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks, man.
And good luck with the rest of the split. Look forward to seeing you.
Heck yeah, man. Sounds good. Thanks a bunch. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Yep. All right, so with that, we'll be heading into Game 2 in just a few moments, switching up the casters. Hope you guys enjoy the next group, and I will see you in Game 3. Jeff, you want to close us out here?
Oh, just thanks for watching. Exciting 1-to-1 early on. Everybody's pretty even. Looks like we're in for a fun split. I'm excited.
All right. See you guys in a bit. Next set coming up.